Hello and welcome back to episode 8 of I was going to say lockdown challenge, and it's not the lockdown challenge, it's stopping the rot with Liverpool on Championship Manager 97-1998. That hasn't changed, but the series has. So if you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscription button down below. If I could learn to speak, that'd be great. And if you could hit the like button as well if you're enjoying the content, that would be phenomenal. And any comments, as always, drop them below and I always get back to people. Last time out, we took on Man United in the FA Cup. I think it was the third round, wasn't it? Third round. And we got past them somehow. We lost them. I think we lost them in the league, but we avenged them in the FA Cup. So hopefully we can go on for a good cup run. We'll find out how that goes on today because we do have the next opponent. Not in today's live episode. It's in the sort of catch up portion, if you like. We've also got Barnsley and Leicester in the league. We played them in the league. Today we take on Ajax, Chelsea and Tottenham, I believe. So Ajax will be the second leg of the UEFA Cup. So we'll also see how we got on in the first leg of that. What we can take back to the Amsterdam arena. I'm really muttering my words today. In fact, muttering isn't even the right word, is it? I am all over the place. This cold, cough, sore throat, it's really getting to me. I don't feel as rough today, but I think I'm more cloudy in the brain. I guess that would be the best way of describing it. But anyway, let's jump in and see how we have got on since those last games. The last one was Leicester. So we took on Leeds in the FA Cup, and despite beating Man United, knocking the favourites out, we then lose to Leeds. We crashed out 2-1. We had 2 goals disallowed. Disappointing result all round. Full strength team, as you can see, where we could. It wasn't great. Wordsworth puts his pen against his name in this one. I don't know who he is. Who have they signed him from? Wolves signed him from Palace on a free, and then Leeds signed him from Wolves. I assume there's some big club release stuff going on there. That's very strange. We might see, hopefully we won't see it, but there's been a transfer. We've made a transfer as well, which we'll talk about. That just reminded me. We then took on Bolton in the league. We did bounce back with a 4-2 result, despite an early goal from Peter Beardsley on the 8th minute. I think it was the 8th minute. Yeah, 8th minute. We did then sort of steam into a 4-1 lead. Riedler with a hat-trick and Owen. Before Nigel Quashie, relegation specialist, managed to get one back, put a bit of pressure on, but not enough. We won 4-2, and yeah, I'm fairly content with that result. At this point, we did make a signing. He will be in the squad for the West Ham game, so we'll have a look now. Hands up, you can spot him. He got a yellow card. Stefan Honshaw. Now, the weird situation with this one is, I saw him underbid from. I think it was a Swiss team. He is Swiss. I think it was Lausanne. And it was on a free transfer. And I'm like, he's not on a free transfer at the start of the game. He's at Blackburn. What's going on? Maybe he's injured for a long time? No, he's not. He was on a free transfer. I just didn't understand it. I was like, well, I can't pass up this opportunity to sign, an ex-Liverpool alumni, if you like. So we got him in. We got him in probably a few years earlier than he would do in real life. He was there for that sort of 2001 sort of cup haul. So we're hoping he can help us with that a little bit earlier. And so far, he's done absolutely amazing, displacing Robert Page, who's obviously covering for Kavame, who's out for a long time. But defensively, we're starting to look pretty sound. I think that's a great piece of business. He is a foreign player, which is a little bit concerning, but we haven't got too many. So I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. But yeah, we had a a future former Liverpool player into the ranks. And we then go and win 3-0. He keeps a clean sheet. He does get a yellow card, but whatever. Karl-Heinz Riedler, Michael Owen and Patrick Berger with the goals. We then hosted Ajax at Anfield, and a very, very edgy 1-0 win. Paul Ince with the man of the match there. Michael Owen grabbing a goal quite early on, if I recall. Very tense match. Not much going on. They had a lot more shots, but not as good shots. But it always felt like they were going to equalise. I think Owen scored, very early, 6 minutes. It always felt like they were going to equalise. We had a couple of chances ourselves that I thought, if we just could have scored that, all well and good, but the main thing is we kept that clean sheet, didn't give away an away goal, and we can go to the Amsterdam Arena, hopefully put on a better performance. We didn't play well. We just grabbed an early goal and kind of just sat on our laurels a little bit, and yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't able to finish the tie or make it a bit more comfortable, but we have actually got to go to Amsterdam and, do something. We then took on Coventry, who I think are bottom of the table. Grizovic, another goalkeeper man of the match, but a good 2-0 win. Owen and Berger grabbing the goals there, and yeah, I mean, they're a bit of a bogey team generally, but Ben Marshall got sent off quite early. He's young as well. He's obviously in the team he has been signed though, so maybe he is playing. But yeah, we did the job. That's all that mattered. So yeah, good win there. And then we had a good 4-1 win against Derby, and I think it was a very late goal for them. Well, they got it back to 3-1 a few minutes after Owen made it 3-0. Fabio Baiano, but Riedler made it 4-1 and sort of put away the nerves of a comeback and basically put an end to that, basically. And then we had another another result against Leeds. A bad result. They are seemingly our bogey team, this save. So I think we raced into a lead. Early lead, 18 minutes, Michael Owen. And then we had another goal disallowed before David Weatherall and Wordsworth put his pen against our name again. Bit of a wordsmith against Liverpool, apparently. I don't think he scored any other... He has scored a couple of goals. A couple, not many. But we were salvaged again. I mean, I'm saying we were 1-0 up, then it was 1-1. We had chances to go 2-1 up, didn't take them. And then suddenly out of nowhere, a few minutes later after they scored, really, they went 2-1 up, and I was thinking, a minute ago I was disappointed with a draw. Now I'm actually looking at a loss. And somehow, 90th minute, Rui Costa pops up with his first Liverpool goal. And boy, did we need it. He's done okay. He's not maybe putting out the numbers that I'd hope for a £9 million star signing. But he's got a bit of time to bed in. And I don't think he's available today. We have adjusted the team accordingly, I think. So we've got, Matteo and Page. Obviously, Honsho's cup tied. The middle three are fine. Gerrard's fine. Biscord and Leon Hardson because Berger is suspended, which is not great. So we've got, Leon Hardson and Biscord. Biscord has done okay, but not amazing. More of an assister, I guess. You don't see the work necessarily that he does. But anyway, here we are. Ajax, quarter-final, second leg. Let's just hope we put in a good performance. No silly cards, no silly own goals, no silly mistakes. And we can just put in a good, efficient performance. No early goals would be great. If we're not chasing a game, sort of first 20 minutes, that would be amazing. If we could grab an away goal, obviously that changes everything. Doesn't secure us particularly, but it gives us sort of a buffer, I guess, in case they do they are going to come at us. They've got to come at us. 1997, 98, Ajax are still a very good team. They're only that's only 3 years since they won the Champions League, not even UEFA Cup, Champions League, and then got to the final the following season where they lost to, I think, Juventus, beat AC Milan, lost to Juventus. I mean, if you look back at the teams they were playing, if anything, they should have lost to AC Milan and probably should have beaten Juventus. I think that AC Milan team were far better than the Juventus team. Don't get me wrong, Juventus team were very good. But an hour gone. So far, so good. I don't want to jinx it, but so far, so good. And if we can just hold on. Can we hold on? It's going to score. It was just going on and on and on. For them, they just go on and on until a goal goes in. Whereas ours might end after a couple of, 2 goals in 3 minutes. We've held on for 64 minutes, and then I don't even know who Van Wanderen is. Who is he? How is he not cup? Say he's not cup tied. We've got players who have signed. All right. Owen's having a stinker. Leonardson's having a stinker. Who else? Pretty much the whole team is having a stinker, in all honesty. Let's get Billy Mack on. I mean, we always concede after we make our 3 subs. Hopefully, because we've been shit already, it might do the opposite. But it looks like we might be going out the UEFA Cup at the quarter-final stage to a very good Ajax team, don't get me wrong. But it's just 2 very disappointing performances. We won 1-0. If we can just get a late goal now, then obviously... say we win on away goals, but that's not even going to be relevant now. They've absolutely battered us. If you look at the scoreline, they haven't battered us. They weren't particularly good. Oh, they have, to be fair. Oh, my word. We just didn't turn up against Ajax. So this just shows we've got a lot of work to do still. There's a lot of stuff we've got to work on. I don't know really where. We've got 2 very high-scoring strikers who basically just haven't turned up in Europe. Or in that match particularly. Next year, obviously, we'll have a few players that are cup-tied that can step in. We'll hopefully have a better goalkeeper. That's a position I want to strengthen. I probably want to change all 3, in all honesty. If I can get rid of Friedel, maybe upgrade James or keep him as a backup. And then, Nielsen, he won't sign a contract. He's unhappy. I mean, he can do one as far as I'm concerned. I can get a cheap. Maybe if Betterton's available, we can maybe bring him. Oh, sorry, I'm going to burp there. That's lunch coming, making an appearance. But anyway, we've got, I think, Chelsea next. So I'll come back in a click for that. Okay, we're back. It was a bit more than a click because there was an international break and then a round of fixtures that we were completely omitted from, which I think was maybe FA Cup weekend. There was some league fixtures as well, but maybe our opponent wasn't available. We are still top, so I think Man United did win, but obviously not enough to go above us. They did have that shock result. I think they lost when we drew against Leeds. So I think we're just that little bit. Are we just that little bit above them? Yeah, goal difference, basically. So transfer deadline's just passed. Man United winning for McAteer, Robbie Fowler, and Stevie McManaman all on the last day. We said no to all. There was some good exchanges involved in there, but I don't think they were particularly better than what we had. Excuse me again. Obviously, this cold and cough, sore throat is combining with my lunch to make me quite burpy and quite coughy, and I can feel my nose going and my throat going. My voice. Yeah, so we rejected all them, but then moments later they signed Stuart McCall from Rangers and they signed Marcel Desailly instead. So it didn't get a striker, but they boosted their ranks with those players. I mean, McCall for 150k, he's a bit old now, but Desailly is a very good signing for them. And it's been really disappointing as well because we've just seen all the Champions League and Cup results and all that happening around us. So Arsenal just won the League Cup. It was all the draws for the FA Cup that we missed out on, draws the UEFA Cup. We'll have a look at UEFA Cup in a moment, see who's sort of pushing on. But for now we've got third place Tottenham to worry about, and yeah, it is something to worry about. It's a tough game. We do need to get back on track. McManaman's back. He is fit to start. Okay, Berger's obviously back. Rui Costa can go on the bench. I think that's about all we need to do. I'm going to stick with the old guard where I can. Obviously, we've got Rui Costa on the bench should we need him. I don't know where he's going to fit in now. McManaman's back, in all honesty. Probably McManaman's spot, but McManaman has been very good this season. So if we can keep him doing that, then obviously we'll have a bit of a dilemma on our hands. As Klinsmann gives Tottenham an 11th minute lead, and this isn't looking like the best results-based episode, is it? It's Les Ferdinand, not Klinsmann. Obviously, we know all about Les Ferdinand and our Monaco save. We had his regen, Sir Les Bailey. It was Martin Bailey, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant striker. Great pairing we had at Monaco at the end there. And they were both young. John Scales scores against his old club, 2-0 to Tottenham. And this is not going to plan at all. I mean, this is starting to turn very much into 90s Liverpool. Late 90s Liverpool particularly, bit bodily. When, glory was in sight. And we have, Man United look like they're going to probably... we've got a game in hand on them, I think. So it's going to restore a bit of a balance maybe and make it a bit more of a, if we got a bit of a chance to open up a bit of something up on them, on United here, and we've just completely bottled it in this game. But I mean, I'm not being harsh or anything when I say Liverpool were like that in the late 90s. They were. I remember it. We just gone 3-0. I mean, Spurs are Spursy in the 90s, but that's not stopping them in this game. Oh my God, how have we actually not even lost yet? We're losing 4-0. What is going on? What is happening? You do obviously occasionally get these sort of games in this like these sort of results in this game, like where it just picks out. I mean, we've had chances. We've seen some chances. It's just every single one of them practically of theirs has gone in. I've identified a few spots in the summer that I want to change. So obviously we've got Rob Jones, Bjornby as the backup fullbacks. I'm probably going to try and move them on and get. Obviously McAteer has done very well as a defensive midfielder in that position. And okay, I do need to go, so we're not going to have time to play the Chelsea game. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please smash a like down below. And if you're enjoying the content generally, hit that subscription button down below as well. Until next time, I'll see you later. Take care. Goodbye.